Hello, once again, you're all very welcome to Let's Talk with Esther Agbi. I am Esther Agbi, and I have a very short discussion for today. Well, the title of my talk today is Ataga, Brenda, Chidima, Buhari, whatever name you have. We've been having this viral video going around talking about one Nigerian billionaire whose life was cut short by, well, there's a confession of a young lady. That was the girlfriend, and the wife was there, Brenda. She had her own part, though they were no more together in the same house. Probably they were separated. Oh, well, you can get the details from, just Google it and get the whole story. So I'm coming out from a completely different perspective. I see many people blame this, they blame the man, they blame the ex-wife or still the wife. I don't know the situation of things right there. And they blamed the young girl. They put blame, looking for who to blame. But I'm coming from a very different perspective. That's why the title of my discussion is The Missing Ingredient. The missing ingredient. What exactly is the missing ingredient? We know from, when we were young, many people who are Christians and even those who belong to other religious groups, they tend to inculcate discipline, or they impart values, morals into the lives of the young children or their children, so to say. So one of the scriptures that readily comes to mind is Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6. It says, "Train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." That is to say, if you start very early, you are inculcating good morals, the fear of God, value for life in each individual. That child will grow up. Well, there are times they may be stubborn. No, not all children are so soft-hearted and very obedient. But with time, when they grow up, those thoughts will be ringing in their ear. Do I have the fear of God? Do I value life? Do I value another person's life? And things like that. So I'm not here to ascribe blame to this or that. I'm here to say that there's something missing in our society. At least in this case, it's the Nigerian society. I'm talking about the Nigerian society. Something very important is missing. I know in some other nations, like in North America, some of the curriculum, they have even removed religion. I can't even remember if we still have religious knowledge or Bible studies, because while I was going to school in Nigeria, there used to be ZROK, religious knowledge, they call it. So that was a subject, and we learned many things from there, apart from those who also took their children to Sunday school, and that's if they're Christians. I don't know, maybe the Muslims, they also have some kind of moral values being inculcated in the lives of the children as well, because I believe all religions, they have something, to do with morals, So that is the missing ingredient, because as parents, some of us just believe, oh, well, when they get to school, the teachers will teach, or if the teachers don't teach, they will take them to Sunday school. The Sunday school teachers, the religious teachers will teach them. But what about you, the parent? For you to have a child, whether you have this, you had your first child when you are 18 years of age, or you're going to have your first child when you are 45 years of age, whatever it is, you should have at the back of your mind that you are responsible for these children, both the father and the mother. You are responsible for instilling moral values in the lives of these young ones. So that's the perspective I want to come from. That is the missing ingredient in the lives of our youths these days, So we can't blame the schools, we can't blame the government, we can't blame, say, Buhari, the president of the nation. We can't blame anybody. Let's look inwards. What is that missing ingredient? You as a parent, are you instilling that discipline, the moral values in the life of the young ones? And when we look at Luke chapter 2, verse, I think it's verse 52, He says, most times they say, oh, this child is having birthday. The people will begin to wish, oh, the sky is the limit. Wish good things on the children. Pray for the children. It's very good. But the thing that comes to my mind, the very important prayer that we should pray for our children, from Luke chapter 2, verse 52, it says, Jesus grew, there are 4 things. Jesus grew in wisdom, in stature, in favor of God and of man. That is the prayer that readily comes to my mind when little younger ones are having birthday. That they should grow in wisdom, the wisdom of God, not worldly wisdom. They should grow in wisdom, they should grow in stature, and they should grow in favor of God and of man. So when they have all this 4-dimensional growth, that child will come out like, a child that everyone, not just the parents, not just the siblings, will be proud of. The nation will be proud of such children. When they grow in stature, they grow in favor of God and men, and they grow with the wisdom of God, not the worldly wisdom of, oh, get rich quickly, do nothing, then I'll become wealthy. No, we should teach them that work pays, and there's integrity in work, not this get rich quick kind of thing that people are doing now, So I don't know, I don't want to blame anybody here, but I want us to look inwards as a country, as a people. What are the moral values that we have? Is there reverence for God? Is there the wisdom? Let me have that wisdom of God. Or, as some people will say, well, we're just growing up, we're all free. The young boys will say, oh, all the young ladies, they belong to me. Anyone I can go to, just because you have money? No. You have to think, does this belong to me? Is it mine? Should I take it, even though I have the power or the authority or the ability the ability to grab that person? So I don't know what transpired, but this is where I want us to fall back to. What are the societal values that we need to define? The societal values, it needs to be defined in our society. So coming back again, we should have that fear of God to be instilled in the hearts of our younger ones. No matter the religious group you belong to, it's very important. And all adults should be responsible for the upbringing of all children. I should not be responsible for the upbringing of only the ones in my home. I should be responsible for the upbringing of all the young children around me, or all the young children that God has brought along my pathway. That's how we should be. We should not be selfish. We should not be only limited to the people we can, these are the ones from my womb, or these are my cousins, or these are my sister's children, or these are my nephews and my nieces, or these are the ones I teach in Sunday school. Every child, whether you know that child or not, moral values should be instilled. I see some people, sometimes when we drive along the road, some people will just be going zigzag, overtaking, coming in. But I said, what are they doing? But the very moment maybe they just drive a little bit further, and then they see, oh, there's a police car. Everybody suddenly becomes, law-abiding. I said, was this not the car that just overtook me in a zigzag way, come to this lane, move to the other lane, and suddenly they just become law-abiding because they can see a police car, blinking light somewhere very close by. Then they all just become very law-abiding. It shouldn't be so. Whether people are looking at us, whether people are not looking at us, we should all be law-abiding. Not only law-abiding in the open, we should be law-abiding whether people are looking at us or not. That is the wisdom of God. The scripture says that the laws of God will be inscribed in our hearts. So we should bring our children up to that stage that the laws of God will be inscribed in their heart. Because when you are awake, you talk to them about the things of God. When they are sleeping, you talk to them about the things of God. Before they go to bed, you talk to them about the things of God. So it will be inscribed in their heart. And when such things are done, I believe that we will have a better society, a better country for everyone to live at peace in. Well, that does it for me today. Thank you very much for listening. God bless you. Shalom. See you very soon. Bye.